All right. Well, good morning. My name is Chase Browning. I'm really excited to be here this morning to go over the COVID-19 relief options that are done through the SBA or U.S. Small Business Administration. I myself am a banking professional, work for BBVA, and certainly excited about this relief package because, again, just the impact that it has to each of you as realtors, brokers. So what is the response? Well, March 27th, everyone realizes that we had the unprecedented economic disruption due to the coronavirus. And so we have a relief package for our workers and small businesses. So let's go ahead and begin. So for today's conversation, we're going to discuss the Paycheck Protection Program, PPP, and the EIDL loan advance. Those are the two options that really are pertinent to this demographic. And we do have the SBA Express Bridge loans. That is something that is more for someone who already has an SBA lender relationship, and then SBA debt relief, existing disaster loans. So again, that doesn't really apply to the conversation this morning. I will like for everyone to review the U.S. Small Business Administration site. I have included that very helpful resource. So after we go through this and go through the Q&A, you certainly would want to review that. So let's go ahead and begin. What is the Paycheck Protection Program? So this is a lot of information out there, so we want to make sure that you know the details around this. So Paycheck Protection Program is a loan designed to provide direct incentive for small businesses to keep their workers on payroll. So when you consider that, how do you derive what amount is there, et cetera, to apply for? And so under the PPP, the SBA is providing a loan forgiveness for retaining employees. So when you consider that, this loan is going to be dependent upon your monthly payroll expenses, and you're going to multiply that 2.5 times to come up with the loan amount. So when you consider that, this is something that's very, very critical. A lot of our small businesses in the U.S. certainly need this bridge over the next few months as we continue to deal with the COVID pandemic. So knowing that this went live April 3rd, and this is out through June 30th, but I can't stress this enough. We really want you to act now and reach out to your small business banker to be able to help facilitate this. When you consider this forgiveness loan, this will also include not only the employees on payroll, but you can also use that money for rent, mortgage interest, and utilities around your business. So if you consider that, this is very advantageous for everyone on this phone. So who can apply? So we have basically a standard in place where you can't have over 500 employees. And so if you're a small business and it's less than 500, you're eligible for this program. So when you consider that, nonprofits also are part of this program, but specifically for us, any business with a NAICS code that begins with 72 accommodations and food service. So essentially what that is, realtors, etc. As long as your business is set up in that manner and applies for the NAICS code, you're eligible to apply, as well as meeting less than 500 employees. If you're an independent contractor, if you're a sole proprietor, this also applies to you. So again, it's very far-reaching, very specific, but allows for a lot of folks to be able to partake in this. So what are the details about the forgiveness? So the loan will be fully forgiven if the funds are used for payroll costs, as mentioned before, and at least 75% of the forgiven amount must have been used for payroll. So it's very, very critical. Loan payments will also be deferred for 6 months. So once you're approved, you have 6 months to be able to leverage this without the first payment coming due. No collateral personal guarantees are required. That's also important. And there's no government or lender fees charged for this PPP loan. Forgiveness is based on the employer maintaining and quickly rehiring employees for maintaining their salary levels. So when you consider this is a 2-year loan and the interest rate's at 1%. So again, when you consider the advantageous aspect of this process, you certainly want to take advantage of that. So what do you need to do? You need to act fast. And so consider that the application is online. So you can actually get the application form and start reviewing that prior to reaching out to your primary banking institution. So wherever you have your primary business operating account, that is the first step that you want to reach out to. in order to get more information on the ability to apply. I will tell you, there's been an overwhelming response, so you want to act quick and fast, just given the nature of this program. Very advantageous for all. So when you consider the other step of this CARE Act, it's EIDL loan advance. And so this loan advance will provide up to $10,000 of economic relief to businesses that are currently experiencing temporary difficulties. So this is not something that you have to go to your bank. This is actually something you go directly to the SBA site. So we've included that site and a specific site for this EIDL. So just click there and walk through that. But let's just talk about it. What are the rails, so to speak, of this program? Well, again, it's very similar to the PPP. If you qualify for the PPP, you're going to qualify for the EIDL. So we do have SBA size standards, etc. Again, 500 employees, that's what's going to set the mark. When you look at the application, it's very, very simple. Again, it's a streamlined process. It's very important, though, to act quickly. Again, there's only a certain amount of money that's been set aside for this. So we want to make sure that if you're a small business, a proprietor, a broker, manage a large broker firm, that you take advantage. Now, what's the cap? So 10,000. So 10,000 is the availability. This is derived to really give you a quick injection to be able to maintain course of business, knowing that this is a very challenging environment for all.